We're going to move to an incredible comeback tonight. Illinois chased down the Northwestern Wildcats to get a victory tonight. Northwestern had a huge lead early in this game, essentially from the very start. They were up 37-19 at halftime of this game. Illinois outscores them 47-25 in the second half and overcame Boo Booey's 35 points tonight for Northwestern, in large part thanks to a great second half from Terrence Shannon. He made 4 threes in the second half. Tyler, I'll throw to you first here. This Illinois team has had some of these topsy-turvy moments this season. They've had games where they look like talent-wise top 5 team in the country. They've had games where they look like a non-NCAA tournament team. You saw both sides of that coin tonight. When we get to the moment of the season where it matters, when it's win or go home, which side of Illinois do you think is more likely to show up?
It's hard to say, and I think they rely on the jump shot too much. From the times I watch them, if they're not hitting, and tonight it looks like they shot 29% from the 3, 7 for, let me see here. What's it say?
24.
Yeah, 7 for 24, which it's not great. That's a lot. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I watched them. I was really disappointed when they got blown out by Mizzou in St. Louis. And I've kind of watched them go up and down. It's been a peak and valley year for them. I'm not really sold on them, but I think if they get the momentum and they get rolling, I mean, they can play with anybody. But I'm not sold on Illinois being a deep tournament team.
RC, what about you?
I won't disagree with that. I mean, they'll get in. I would like to see, piggybacking off of, Tyler's words. I would like to see Danger touch the ball in the post a little bit more, play through him a little bit when you're not hitting. You go a couple of possessions and you're not making shots. Shannon, second half of the game, stepped up, carried him, showed what we thought he was as a player, and credit to those guys. They've been through a lot this year early on. We heard rumors about the locker room, guard play, everything that was going, a lot of distractions there, and they seem to have figured things out. And credit to them, credit to the coaches and the staff. I mean, that's their team is sitting pretty good right now. They're in the top 5 of the league, and they're headed to the tournament. And, once you get in, you just figure it out.
Yeah, I don't think there's too many coaches in the country that can totally pivot the direction of their team from what it's supposed to be preseason to what it becomes midseason successfully than Brad Underwood has in the past couple of years. Like, I think back to, I think it was last year that like preseason, Brad would tell everyone who would listen, this is Andre Curbello's team. And then a month and a half into the season, he was coming off the bench and they had a totally different identity. And they were the best team in the Big Ten for stretches of last season. And I think that's sort of happened again this year, not to make it specifically about the transfer who left the program and Sky Clark, but I think they've just had to kind of redefine their identity multiple times. Sometimes it's been Terrence Shannon's going to be our everything. Sometimes it's going to be, we're going to really feature Matthew Meyer offensively. Dane Danger, like you said, has come into his own and been a lot more featured as an element of their offense. And the thing that strikes me about them right now is they do have so many different ways they can beat you. Like 3 of them I just mentioned. Coleman Hawkins, haven't even mentioned him. He's a triple-double threat some games. But I don't know that having so many different ways to beat you is necessarily better than we have one way to beat you, but we know what that way is, and we build our entire identity off it. That's what scares me a little bit about Illinois. You're rolling your eyes at me on that.
No. When you say many ways, I don't think that's a bad thing. I just think that they don't have that dude, so they got to play that way.
Terrence Shannon's not that dude? He's been damn good this year, man.
He's good. I'm not saying he's not, but he can struggle some from the perimeter. Tonight he didn't. He was 4 or 5 from 3. He shot well. He played well tonight. But this is the same team that had 19 points at the half.
Yeah.
It looked like they was going to get blown out of the building. I just think that what you're talking about is just coaching. It's just like, hey, let's see what we got. His team has changed. You had Sky Clark there at one point in time. You probably thought you were going to play one away, and then you get there, and it's like, this ain't working out. And then we got to adapt. You talk about playing through Kofi last year and everything, changed. And now you got a whole new team, a whole new identity. It's different than, like you said, I pick on Carolina again. When you came in, it was like, hey, we running this system, it's work. We know it works. You come in, you do this job, you know it works. It's different than, all right, now these guys are leaving. You can do that when you got dudes coming in like that every year. But when you don't, you got to figure it out.
Yeah, I think there's one thing about being roles defined and coming out there and knowing what you do. And, it's not really good all the time to come out there. All right, let's see who's good, who's going to show up tonight. If you have a system and you know how to play, then other guys and other things can step in, and consistently what you're going to get on a night in, night out basis.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it. I think you just said what I was trying to say much better than I did, Tyler. So I appreciate you for the assist there.